Insights with Terri Ep.218, a weekly look through the eyes of predictive astrologer Terri Ep.218. Here's Terri.
Hi everyone, this is Terri, and you're listening to Insights with Terri Ep.218, and together we are going to explore the week of May the 11th through the 18th, 2025. Thank you for your time, and thank you for joining me. I want to see what's going to happen in this. So many things going on in this world of ours now. So many energy fields that are different. Some are cohesive and some are discordant. Some are made to help teach us lessons so that we get to learn some easy and very difficult lessons. And all of us are going through all of this, all at different times, at the same time. So it's quite an energy field. I get to look at the animals, and the animals really, really teach me about observance and looking to see what they go through and what is mirrored down here as well. So we're going to explore this together. And again, thank you so much for your time. We'll do this together. Now, we do astrology all the time in this, and really there isn't anything huge in the week that's so different in the astrology that we need to cover. But one of the things that I'm looking at is, we talked about it a little bit last week, was the strong-mindedness of the bull, where we were going to get determined and really feel that energy of determination and be able to create those goals and hang in there and get to making it happen. And we have that impulsive, fiery energy of Aries in Venus, and that will allow us to look at what we're attracted to in our life. So many of us at this time will be looking at our lives to say, what would make me happy? What am I supposed to be moving towards? What's my journey in this life? Now, we don't have to make that a really hard thing, even though it is quite an interesting thing. What it's supposed to be is more than trying to rip it apart like a gift-wrapped present that's really wrapped well or hard. What we're supposed to do is we're supposed to be looking at it more like a blossom unfolding, slowly unraveling. And I think how we start this journey, and everybody's different, but how I think we're supposed to start this journey is basically just wanting to. And that's the first step. I want to know what I'm supposed to do. I want to know what my goals are, where I need to go. And then if we want to, then we can be aware and open to suggestions by the universe. And so many, and not us, because we're amazing, right? But so many of the people that I'm in contact with lately, their words, their mouth says that they want to learn, they want to be guided by their guides and the source, but the attitude isn't the same way. Let's take it down from esoteric and take it into human. All right, so I do dog training, and people will call, book an appointment because their dog is quote-unquote badly behaved. Oftentimes it's not the dog's fault. Most of the time it's just miscommunication. Let's get our communication a little bit better. And they'll come, and I'm supposed to help them, right? They're coming to me to help them understand their dog, not in a silly, unrealistic way, in a down-to-earth way. Psychologically, this is a dog. As much as they are my friends and my companions, it's a dog. Just like children are children. We can't treat them like an adult yet. I mean, we can respect them as little people, but they're still children. So they'll come paying me for my help, but then getting belligerent because I might point out, well, this is what your body language is saying to the dog, but your mouth is saying one thing, but your body language is saying something else. Your attitude is a little different than what the dog needs. Oh, then they're mad. They're mad because what? We're humans. We're perfect, right? So they have a closed mind. I'm not saying all my clients. I'm just picking I'm just picking an example. So there's the closed mind. I can't teach. I can't help. Because the mind is closed to any options, to any correction, to any consequence, to any ability to move forward. And I am sure that sometimes my creator feels that way about me. You know, like, what's the matter with that woman's brain that she can't get it? I'm being clear. So that's what we're running in with all of the energies that are around us right now. We want to know what we're supposed to be doing for the rest of our life. We want to know what the future is. We want to know where we're supposed to go. But then if it's suggested to us or we're nudged in a certain direction, what do? We do what the bull does. Put the brakes on and come to a screeching halt because it wasn't our idea. And Mars is in Leo, and Leo does its own thing. You can't tell a cat what to do. Cats will tell you what to do. So we're in an energy field that doesn't necessarily serve us in the wake of looking at what our goals are and being willing to accept something that might be different than what we have in mind. So we have to look at that. We're asking the source to fix it. We're asking the source to guide us, but are we letting that happen? Are we opening up our mind, our heart, our emotions, our energy field to let this happen? So this is what we're supposed to be looking at this week. They presented us with the number 7. And the number 7, paired with where all the zodiac signs are, is going to force us to realize our potential. We got to work hard at this. This isn't easy, but it's an opportunity to improve ourselves. We'll feel the need for friendship in our life. Marriage, partnership, friendship, all of the above. And so that drive will be there a little bit stronger than it normally is. And we have to expect some unexpected changes in our lives. Don't force it. This is the bloom that's just blooming. You can't rip a blossom apart. You can't do it. It's not going to end well for either of us. So it's about not forcing. It's about being open. It's about letting it happen. Not being passive, but being there, waiting, ready to accept, ready to embrace. So in order to succeed, it might be necessary to communicate with others. And communication is a two-way street, remember. And experience life. And that experience of life that we're supposed to go out there and listen to the frogs and feel the sun and smell the blossoms that are out. Feel our feet get wet in that soggy ground and wet grass. All of that. They want us to experience it. Just like a dog does. They roll in the earthworm thinking it's marvelous with total abandon. And all of that is supposed to go into developing self-confidence in us. That's where the Leo is, the lion, the ram, the bull, all of that. So that number 7 is offering that to us. I think that's pretty darn good, don't you? And also, if we pair it all together, 7 is a very spiritual life number. It's rich. So it's a rich energy. Maybe go to the countryside, go to the mountains. There's a hill, I think, at Micmac Park. Go to a pond. Maybe sit at the river, the lake. Embrace the experience of this earth. There's going to be different healing modality, I'm going to say, is going to be offered to all of us. Now, remember that it's general. I'm doing it for everybody. But in this, there'll be many people that are experiencing different things. Like an example would be my legs get aching sometimes because I am on my feet a lot and I don't know how to sit down. And it just, I don't know, just popped into my mind. Why don't you just get a vibrator, those percussion things, and see if that helps? And for $40 I found one. It really helped. Now, where did that thought come from? I have no idea. None. Now, I did do some study on sheep. Oh, my heavens. 40, 50 decades ago. Really, decades. I'm not kidding. How the vibration that the sheep were standing on a plate when they ate. and the plate vibrated. It was an experiment. And it increased the bone density in the sheep. And it also helped the bow tendon on the horse that I had. And blah, blah, blah. I don't know where it popped in, but it popped in. So I thought, well, I'm going to try it. So I bought the vibrator, used it on my legs, and holy Toledo, what a difference. So healing modalities. There might be something pop into your head that the universe is trying to squeeze in there to help you identify something that would help you heal physically, emotionally, spiritually. And it's our job to embrace that, to be open and willing to embrace it. Now, the weakness in this number 7 with where the planets are can be excessive pessimism and curtness. I had a client today that was extremely curt, to the point of being rude. Now, then I had to find out how good my self-development was. Was I going to respond the same way, or was I going to take ego and throw it in the wet grass and try to work the situation out? Because it's easier to like nice, likable people, and it challenges us to be nice and try to like people that are not easy to like. So, nice challenge there. I can't say that I totally succeeded, but I didn't totally fail, which is pretty good for me. So our weakness could be running into people with ego, with pushy, the bull, Aries, excessive pessimism. So, and being maybe too proud and inaccessible. And I ran into that with clients as well. Coming for help, but wouldn't accept it, wouldn't take the suggestions, knew too much. So I said, clearly, I have nothing to offer you. Clearly, you must know more than me, and I have no idea how to help you stop your dog from eating your face off because you know so much. And clearly, I guess I don't. So, not being inaccessible, that's something that we have to look at. And loneliness, because maybe we've walled ourselves off, or maybe put ourselves in a position that is walled off. Now, I did pull some cards for us, and the difficulty that I ran into is that we may be, and remember it's general, we may be swamped by people. So pay attention this week. You may find that you run into situations where everybody's phoning you, everybody wants something, the phone doesn't stop ringing, your life is fine, but everybody's going to call and say, could you help me with Uncle Wilbert? My dog is missing, etc., etc., etc. And you're going to be drawn into all of this, possibly, if you let yourself, or if you can't get unwrapped in it. And you may feel like you're just like really spinning your wheels. So this may be the time to look at boundaries and how can I help, but not completely kill myself. And where's my line? So that's going to be a lesson, a challenge, and an opportunity in this week for us. Something to look at. Our body vulnerability can be hip, our liver, our thighs, our sacrum, the very lower part of your spine. People that are prone to inflammation and bad knees, backbone, your joints, they're going to find this week challenging as well. So what would you do in light of that? Maybe look at anti-inflammatory foods and not take part in inflammatory foods. So when I looked at this chart right away, I stopped sugar dead in its track. Can't even say the word. I should have spelled it backwards, right? And then throwing salt over my shoulder. So we're in an energy field that will not tolerate bad choices in food. So kind of pay attention to that. Okay, my children, this is what we got for this week. I'm wishing you all the luck in the world so that we all get through this in one piece. And I would like to thank Charlie O'Brien for allowing our podcast to be put up on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, SoundCloud, and YouTube. He does all of that. And he created that website that's now gone. So you can't go to that anymore. I have to remind people because they keep saying, I went to the website to see when the new classes are for the dogs. It's gone. So you can just email me at terri.coutts@gmail.com, or you can call or text and book an appointment. 519-726-6699. And if you want to do something nice for yourself, tune in to Charlie's Big8Radio.com. He streams that, and that's the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. So if you want to go back in time and just feel good with good music and listen to an amazing voice, that's the one that you want to listen to. Thanks again, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful week. Take care, and I'll talk at you next week. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to Insights with Terri Coots. Visit Terri's website at terriworld.com. TERRI world.com.